Yeah, what is up YouTube? I'm Blitz5 and who's ready to see some Pwnage with the ice pick and the throwing knife. So right here my strategy was to be a martyr so number 2 pencil could get a triple kill and the future halftime kill cam off the bat. No, I'm just kidding. I actually failed there miserably trying to get on the cannon, on the heavy machine gun rifle, and they killed me extremely fast. And let's see. I also had a very bad start to the match with the ice pick. I think in this match, I immediately go 0-3 and said I was going to stop using the ice pick and throwing knife, and then turned it around and ended up posting a really good gameplay with the ice pick. So I use this class. Well, first let's talk about the class setup. So I'm using Serrated, going 0-3 off the bat. It gets very frustrating when you're playing against people using weapons, but if you stick to it, you'll eventually learn what you're doing and do pretty well. So let's see. I totally didn't see this guy. I was so confused, and then eventually just jacked him in the neck, took his ass out. So using the Serrated class, what does that do? You put on the Serrated perk. This makes it so your primary weapon is a melee class, and I unlock the ice pick, which is pretty dirty. I just knifed that dude in the burnt, and so you have the melee class as the primary. Then your secondary can be a pistol. I don't have any attachments unlocked for the machine pistol, so right now I think I'm just using the second pistol, which I don't even like that much, but I figured I would just have it. My plan really is to not use weapons. So when I'm using this class, even though the secondary you're allowed to have, what's going on here? You're allowed to have a pistol. When I'm using these classes, I like to make a little goal to myself that I won't fire a gun the entire time unless it's like an emergency situation, like we're losing, I need to kill a point, or sometimes if I don't feel like dying, then I will pull out my pistol. But realistically, I don't like firing my weapons when I have the option to. I'm trying to get double kill, triple kill here. I think this guy died. Oh no, I took him out. I love how you just jack people right in the neck with the ice pick. It's pretty sweet. This is my first time really using the ice pick because I had been using the shovel before this. Blam, right in the back. So that's my goal. Not fire any weapons. With Serrated, I get 2 throwing knives, 2 tacticals, and I'm using the airborne division because this enables you to run faster. Normally when I'm doing this, I would use expeditionary because you actually pick up more tactical and knives as you run around. You know, you resupply your grenades and stuff like that in tacticals. But I've come to realize that running faster is more important if you want to get ice pick kills, and I want to level up the ice pick. You can see I put like this green camo on here. I think it would be pretty cool to get like a gold camo ice pick. So I figured if I'm going to actually do that, I need to use the airborne class. And I don't know why this happens, but occasionally I do resupply a throwing knife, and I don't think that's a perk on Serrated, and I don't think that's a perk on airborne, so I don't know how I was resupplying the throwing knife. I'm not really sure that's happening. So just to run through the class again: airborne, Serrated, ice pick, throwing knife, whatever pistol I'm using, second pistol, and we'll go from there. So let's talk about the throwing knife in this game. Let's see if I get this guy. Oh, it's really easy to like miss somebody with the pickaxe because you think it's gonna lunge more than it does, and it ends up not really lunging at all. So the throwing knife in this game is sort of a bummer. It's not anywhere near on par with the old throwing knives, or not even on the same planet as the tomahawks. And I've always been pretty famous for throwing tomahawks. My nickname is Thomas A. Hawk in Black Ops. Just kidding around. But I've always been pretty good with the tomahawks and throwing knives. But in this game, the trajectory is so low. You throw the throwing knife with such a limp wrist that it barely goes anywhere. So it's really a bummer, and it's hard to see the trajectory of the throwing knife. So it's hard to see, like, to correct where you threw the last throwing knife because the trajectory line isn't that visible. All right, so let's have a moment of silence for me. And number 2 pencils. Triple. I was going to be mad here if you didn't get the triple. Look at that skin, too. What is this skin on the gun? Camouflage. It's all red. Must be a heroic weapon. Number 2 pencil would use that. Playing with the full... Oh, I'm not playing with the full party. We're playing with the full party except for this guy who I think was playing with his feet because he ended up going like 0-15 or 0-16 or 0-17 or something like that. So get off the bat. Double throwing knife, Kingslayer. I actually thought that second one was going to miss. The trajectory is a little unpredictable. And here, if you're going to use the pickaxe, you got to try to have some stealthery involved here. These guys lined up perfectly here for me. 1, 2, and I thought the other guy was still alive there. Oh, and I took him out. That was insane. I can't believe I got that last guy. He was panicking too. But such as I didn't have a throwing knife, which I really wanted. And I ended up getting that guy with the tactical, but it was just a little too late. And he got me. So what's a nice strategy is to, first of all, you have to think about, like, if you want to run at the team or go behind them. I think going behind the enemy team is obviously more successful if you're trying to pickaxe and use the throwing knife. You should save your throwing knife for when the enemies are farther away. Like right there, the second one I probably didn't need to use on that guy. I could have just pickaxed him. So you should save the throwing knife for enemies that are farther away. Almost got a like quad there. If I got that guy, well, it wouldn't have been that close. So save the throwing knives for farther away. Pickaxe the people that are closer. Try to flank whenever possible. And then also, if you zigzag or spin around, I think that also throws off the enemy as well. But it is demoralizing to kind of keep going through spawn after spawn when everyone else is using guns and you're not. You have to figure out ways to make shit work and hide kind of in the corner. This guy at the Molotov cocktail is crazy. I can't believe he didn't see me and he just had the cocktail out. See, I had my pistol out here because I was like, I should pistol him. But I'm just going to jack him in the back. Come around, use the tactical to check if anybody's coming that way. Looks like they are. Pop him in the head. You don't want to give your cover away. I hit A, prompt A to see if anybody would like come for me once I took the point. You know, once they saw that A was being lost. And I even took out my pistol. I fired a round. It's totally against the rules, but I haven't gotten a kill with the ammunition yet. Jacking him. 2 pickaxe. Can we get a third? Oh, the quad feed, triple kill at the end. And I almost went in for a 5th. That was a nice little tear right there. And we're also getting the frozen parachute. Get 250 airborne kills at the same time, which is nice. So we're killing like multiple birds with one stone. I probably like use my tacticals too early, but I don't like to die with grenades, so I like to throw them. Oh, what the fuck was that? My knife just went right through that guy. Rewind that. That was unfair. That was crazy. And then I also found out that if you hit Y over and over again, it sounds kind of cool. Oh, that knife. Straight dirty. I think I'm going to end her a throwing knife competition in Call of Duty. Oh. I got that guy? Oh! Oh shit, I forgot about this. I'm surprising myself. I played this last night, but I already forget what I did. 2 nights ago, actually. So already past 30 kills. I'm the second highest player on my team, and I haven't killed a person yet with bullets. And that was just a fail. That was a straight fail. That was like when you go for a layup and everybody's watching you and there's no defenders, and you go to do the layup and you miss, like hardcore, like it just bounces so fast off the rim. See, this right here, if that guy got me, I would have had to call the Call of Duty police and just like freaked out. So as the video comes to an end, I just wanted to talk through this throwing knife class. It's hard to, you know, I guess I can make a montage of throwing knives, but it's hard to just go through one gameplay because there's going to be times when I'm just getting shit on because I don't have a gun. And other times there's going to be some fun clips where I get that quad kind of back-to-back ice pick, then back-to-back throwing knife feed, which is pretty sweet. So maybe eventually I'll post a montage. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. I'll compile all this stuff over my career of using the ice pick and going for gold with this and the shovel, and I'll put it all together. If not, I'll just uninstall Call of Duty, delete this from my hard drive, and shut down my YouTube page. So as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.